I'm Kyle Tutt. I work for Blockera. We are a blockchain solutions firm here in Omaha.
Hi, I'm Carissa Malco with The Weather Up Here.
My name is Jonathan Renteria. I'm a political science major at UNO and a fellow with the Startup Collaborative working on a project to increase civic engagement.
Hi, this is Pavni and I'm from India and I came here in 2014 to do my master's.
I'm Joel Becker and I'm a software developer.
My name is Pierce Robinson. I'm currently active duty military, but I'm transitioning into a role as a chief technology officer for an up-and-coming startup.
The problem I'm looking at solving is finding affordable, fashionable clothing that fits tall women.
In the software industry, a lot of times the developers and the managers aren't seeing eye to eye. I'm developing a way to pinpoint where the real technical debt is so they can address that and make an informed decision together as a team.
Dealing with the Indian weddings and how we can make it a little better.
We wanted to make it easier for companies or inventors to buy and sell patents. Right now it's dominated by large companies.
What I hope to solve through this project is to bridge that divide between candidates for office and where they lie on issues and constituents that are in their district that want them to represent them based on those issues.
The U.S. was hit really hard with like floods and tornadoes and hurricanes and things of that nature. So I started kind of shifting my focus towards disaster management. That way, if you are a civilian and you're stuck in a bad situation because of hurricane force winds or flooding or anything of that nature, you can constantly communicate with your local officials and feel informed that whole way through without feeling isolated and alone.
So we make it much better. We make the weddings much more memorable, and when they look back, they see that the wedding went as they planned.
I think the biggest thing is I was tired of just thinking about it. I've always had a struggle of finding pants that are long enough, sleeves that are long enough, things that fit. So I think finally something just kind of clicked in me and I was just tired of thinking about it and I wanted to actually do something about it.
Originally it was like, if not now, then when? You know, you can prep for so long that you never execute.
The reason I decided to carry it forward is based on the support, the enthusiasm that I received from the people I talked to.
In my mind, getting out the sidelines for me was finding a group like the Startup Collaborative that could keep me accountable to doing what really needed to be done to build something that people actually want.
I think the biggest thing is making sure that you've got enough of that self-motivation to keep going and enough want to do something that overcomes that fear and kind of that scared and timidness that a lot of times you'll combat when you have this idea that's really important to you.
What I've learned a lot in the Startup Collaborative was to get out of the building and actually talk to people and find out, hey, is this really a problem? Well, how about this solution? Is this the real solution? And you get real feedback from the people that potentially would buy your product.
You don't have to do it all by yourself. There is a team, even though you might not have an ingrained team within your company. Within the collaborative, there's so many members and there's so much knowledge that you can gain just from talking to people around you. So.
With the patent exchange, we ended up not carrying it forward because what I always like to tell people about blockchain right now is it's 1994 of the internet. And I identified that pretty early with Erica and Nathan. And they helped me go through the process of figuring out whether or not this could truly work in the next 5 years or not, and we decided it couldn't, so we ended up pivoting away from the concept.
So what's next for me and my concept? Technically right now I'm looking into different brands that we can source that are fashionable, affordable. Number one priority is they fit tall women. It's things that people would want to wear in the Midwest.
Next for me is getting out there, pitching this idea to everybody I can. Getting voters more engaged in the political process is ultimately my final goal.
I'm going to try to roll it out at the federal level. That way we can get it down and within the states and the local cities before a disaster or anything like that occurs. That way I know that I'm making a difference when July hits, when August hits, when September hits, and we start getting hit with flooding and we start getting hit with thunderstorms and hurricanes and tornadoes like we normally do.